month, a SACCO in Kampala held an election to approve a 50 million shilling emergency loan. 147 members voted yes, so the treasurer passed the loan. But 3 days later, a member demanded to see the ballot box, and nobody could account for 30 extra votes. Was it fraud? Nobody knew. The election was voided. 3 weeks later, they still haven't voted again. So this happens because voting in SACCOs, cooperatives and guilds still runs on paper ballots or WhatsApp polls, and these systems fail the moment when the results matter a lot. So these problems are real. Paper ballots can be stuffed or lost, and whoever counts the votes controls the results. So one person with multiple SIM cards can vote multiple times, and once the results are announced, nobody can independently verify them. And that is the reason as to why we decided to come up with Sauti. So Sauti makes community elections verifiable instead of trust-based. Every vote is a signed transaction on the Stellar blockchain, so the tally cannot be edited by an admin, a server, or even a developer. And the most important thing, anyone can audit any election in real time. So you can either come as a person who wants to organize an election or to participate in an election. So let us first organize an election. You need to connect your Freighter wallet. Then you need to have enrolled voters. You can enroll voters using a spreadsheet, a CSV, or a photo. There is an LLM that can extract data from a photo. So once you're done with that, you come to register a community. So the list that you have registered, you need to commit it to Lugbara. But only the Merkle root leaves your device, so you will not find the names and phone numbers on chain. So once you're done with that, after registering a community, let's say you need to sync so that it gets updated, so that the Merkle root gets updated, and then you can finally open or close a ballot. Then you can also prove personhood. This is optional, but for more secure elections, you can use proof of personhood. So we are going to open an election, and here you can choose any of the communities. For us, we are going to use the Kampala SACCO community, and this we need to choose who leads the SACCO. So you can add a pic and then an emblem, a symbol, so that people can easily identify their candidate. So you can still require proof of personhood. It means here every voter has to first verify his personhood. So let us open an election. So we need to sign in to Stellar wallet. So when you're done, you can see we have the links to vote and verify. So you can either follow through this link that is for voting, and it will take you directly to voting. So here, when you want to vote, you enter your voter's ID. It can be the national ID or the student ID, any ID that they registered you with. So they will send a code to your phone to verify that it's you, and then after approving that, you will see all the elections that are available for you. So this is the only election that is available for me. I will choose my candidate, and then I review, I see is it the correct option, then I confirm. So you can still vote with a Stellar wallet if you don't want to go through these steps of verifying the phone number. So You can see I've voted as Nakato, and the results will show up when the election ends. So you can verify the results later through the verify. So you can see here, so if the election time has come, you can access the results here, and it is always updated after 3 seconds. You just need to enter the ID. Even you can go to Stella Explorer and you read the contract. So that is how you can participate in an election. And you can also you can check before you go for voting. You can check if you are enrolled or if you are eligible to vote, and also you can verify a result from here by entering an election ID that will be shared with you once you're supposed to participate in an election. So you can always visit the Stella Explorer so that you can see the contract and can be able to audit a tally. So in a nutshell, that is Sauti, that gives African communities a ballot box that you can't stuff and can be accessible from any phone and in any local language. So you can choose a language here. If you don't know English, you can choose Luganda. You can see. So everyone can participate in this election. So whether it is a SACCO or student guilds or cooperatives or village councils or community organization, they can make binding decisions with cryptographic honesty.